I died on a Tuesday. 4 minutes. That's what the doctors told me later. 4 minutes of no heartbeat, no brain activity, nothing. And in those 4 minutes, everything I believed about life, death, and what matters fell apart. I'm 84 now. That was 3 years ago. My name is Robert. I was a high school history teacher for 38 years. Rational man, logical. I didn't believe in anything I couldn't verify with evidence. I would have called myself a skeptic, maybe even a cynic. If you'd told me there was something after death, I would have smiled politely and changed the subject. I can't do that anymore. Here's what happened. I was at my grandson's basketball game, third quarter. My chest felt tight, but I thought it was the bleachers. Those wooden benches do a number on your back. Then everything went black. I don't remember falling. My wife, Patricia, told me later that I slumped sideways and hit the bleacher below me. A nurse in the crowd started CPR immediately. An AED was used. Paramedics arrived in 6 minutes. I was clinically dead for 4 of those minutes. Here's what I experienced during those 4 minutes, and I've thought very carefully about how to say this because I know how it sounds. I was not unconscious. I was somewhere, not a place with walls or a floor, more like a space, warm, not warm like temperature, warm like safety, like the feeling of being held when you were very small, before you had words for it. There was no tunnel, no bright light, not like what you've heard. It was more like everything was light, not blinding, soft, like dawn, everywhere, all at once. And I was aware. More aware than I've ever been in my life. My thoughts were not foggy, they were crystalline, sharper than any moment of consciousness I'd ever had in 81 years. And then, and this is the part that changed me, I felt a review. Not like watching a movie, like re-experiencing moments, but not the moments I expected, not my wedding, not my kids' births, not my career accomplishments. The moments were small, painfully small. The afternoon I sat with a student named Marcus after class, because he was crying about his parents' divorce. I'd forgotten about that completely, but there it was, vivid, and I could feel, not remember, feel what it meant to him. The morning I made Patricia laugh so hard, she spilled orange juice on the counter, and we cleaned it up together, both still laughing. A nothing moment, a Tuesday morning, but it was there, and it was enormous. The time I let a stranger merge in front of me on the highway and waved, and he waved back. That was there. The time I didn't help. The time a colleague was struggling and I walked past because I was late. I was there too, and I could feel her disappointment. Not my guilt, her disappointment from her side. It lasted what felt like hours, but it was 4 minutes. When they brought me back, the defibrillator, the chest compressions, the gasping return, I opened my eyes in a gymnasium that smelled like sweat and popcorn, and I wept. Not from pain, from knowing. Here's what I learned in 4 minutes of being dead. And you can believe me or not. I'm a history teacher, not a preacher. I have no agenda. The things that matter are not the things we think matter. Not the achievements, not the degrees, not the titles, not the bank accounts, not even the big moments. What matters is the texture of an ordinary day. How you made someone feel at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. Whether you were kind to the cashier. Whether you sat with someone when they needed you. Whether you laughed with your partner over spilled orange juice. Those are the things that last. Those are the things you take with you. Or at least, those are the things that were shown to me as if they were the only things that counted. I came back different. Patricia noticed immediately. I wasn't afraid of death anymore, but I was suddenly, urgently aware of life, of every moment, of every small interaction that I used to sleepwalk through. I started paying attention. When someone talks to me, I look at them, really look. When my grandson calls, I don't let it go to voicemail. When Patricia says something funny, I stop what I'm doing and laugh with my whole body, because I know now what gets counted, and it's not what you think. I'm 84. I don't know if what I experienced was real, chemical, spiritual, or neurological. I've read the studies. I know the theories. I can't prove anything. But I can tell you this. I have never been more alive than I've been since the day I died. And if you're reading this, living your life on autopilot, rushing through the small moments to get to the big ones, stop. The small ones are the big ones. You just can't see it from this side.